So I get a text from Daisy, ring me, Jim. So I ring him. I said, Daisy. He goes, I'm tapping out. I'm never, ever doing, don't ever ask me to do that show again.
He loved it.
He got to a point where he had no confidence in his ability to speak, to broadcast. He'd lost all faith in himself as a person.
I do that. Yep. Welcome back. Welcome back, Jinger.
I do that.
Jinger.
How are you, Jinger?
Not long enough did I have away.
What have you been doing for a month? What have you done?
I've been busy.
You've done nothing.
Nothing. Zero.
You went to Perth. You went to
Adelaide. Then I went to
Down the
Port Fairy just on the weekend with some good boys, played some golf.
Right.
Well, I went with Hutchie's troop up to Cathedral
That's right.
Lodge,
I
which
saw
you
that.
were invited
I didn't
to
get
come
invited.
To. You did get invited. You were on air, but couldn't come.
Yes.
So that was a anniversary of Gary's birthday from all those bloody 15 years ago.
What birthday? 40.
Where we all went to Vegas and New York.
Yeah.
So all the reptiles that went on that turned up, or most of them anyway.
The Foss?
Forzal was there.
How's Forzal?
Going beautifully, the Forzal.
Is he?
Yes. He's just, his ankle's not right, and that's annoying him.
Oh, and when he's
Grumpy.
annoyed, he's grumpy.
Gets grumpy about his own health.
Oh.
But no, he was perfect. He was great to see him, and everyone else was good fun. Now, what have you been doing?
Oh, Fat's been just carrying the show.
Have you?
I have.
Right.
Daisy was good. He needs a bit of help along the way. And this man's been all right too. Rabbit guts.
23 overs bowled, 4 for 90. Cooper's Mild Ale. Best mid-strength beer that tastes like a full strength. Triple M Rocks footy. Cricket. Yes. Well, I do everything. So every now and then it just blends into one. I'm here, there, I'm everywhere.
Boring call.
What do you... that was thrown to an ad break, actually.
All right. You know what I need?
A rappy?
A nice clappy for a nice rappy.
Now on Triple M's Rush Hour,
We've also got this, a nice little rappy.
it's Billy's All Sports Report.
All right.
Practice games all done and dusted, of course, on the weekend, Jim. There's 4 clubs that have stood out to me
All go on.
over the last 2 weeks.
Yes.
Brisbane.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. That forward line now. Oh, look out. And the midfield with the young Ashcroft and Dunkley. Wow.
Well, we have got Matty Rowell coming up later,
Have we?
and they didn't go too well.
No, they're not in the
I
standouts.
want to
No.
point out to him that the great himself, Dermot Brereton, always says, do not pay one bit of attention to pre-season games. They mean they count for nothing.
I know, but this is over the last 2 weeks. And ask Matty about
Right,
his
so you got
shorts.
the Lions.
Yeah. Adelaide have been okay. They've been going okay,
Right,
just sneaking
I see.
along.
All
Yes,
right.
there you go.
Yes.
The Dogs, that midfield on the weekend was magnificent.
Yes.
And Melbourne,
Melbourne, yep.
they're hungry.
Yeah, they are. They're good. I went and watched them during my month off train Melbourne. They were exceptional.
Right.
I think they're going to have a very good year.
3 players might come under the MRO scrutiny, Jim.
Right.
Cochin, another old elbow to the head when a bloke's on the ground. He's done that a couple of
Yes.
times. Bruce.
Big Braden.
Well, it was a big, you should have seen it's a rugby tackle, gets under him, throws him over his shoulder.
He's a brutally big man.
He is, and the bloke didn't help because he jumped at him. And the other one, who put Jordan to go? He won't. He is fine. He's been good,
He's
Jordan.
Bill's mate. Yeah. You spend one night with him,
2 nights
he
now.
can decapitate someone and you'll go, nah, he's all right.
Jeez, he's playing well. He's fit. He's
a very
ready to
good player,
go.
is what he is.
Oh, he's a very good player. Also, the cricket, Jim. What about the cricket? Did you enjoy that third test?
I loved it. And I love the fact that Travis Head, I think Bluey pointed this out on their rush hour, he just keeps proving people wrong.
He does.
Why the hell they didn't pick him in the first game is completely beyond me.
Will we ever know why?
Oh, I don't know. I texted him. I said, Hetty, you're the first player ever to be dropped from the test team for making too many runs.
That's right.
Oh, it's ridiculous. Anyway, he
was
came
good.
back in and he was superb.
That
and
second
and that
innings,
rubbish wicket they prepared backfired
Terrible.
on him, so sucked in.
Exactly. You know what I liked? Steve Smith and his captaincy.
Yes.
He's a good captain.
Yeah, head of the game captain.
Exactly.
I agree. I like him.
I thought he was very good. He might captain again because it looks like Pat Cummins won't be coming back to India.
Cummins even, yep.
Yep, Cummins. He won't be coming back.
Right.
They're playing the 4th test, Jim, in Ahmedabad.
Yeah.
Ahmedabad.
Oh, he's happy with
Oh, I
himself.
got it out.
So you repeated it.
And guess what? How many people that ground holds?
Yes, it is ridiculous.
132,000. And
Yep.
guess what else? It's got a car park underneath it.
Yeah, of course it is. They fill it too for the IPL.
132,000.
Yep, nuts.
Wowee. What else I got here? Rugby League, Melbourne Storm. What a great win by...
What game are we talking about?
Well, that one.
Rugby League.
Guess what? That's 21 games in a row now they've won round one.
You sure?
Yes, under Craig Bellamy. Yes.
Bellamy.
Over the Eels. First time they've won at the Eels home ground there. It was one of the great wins, I would have thought, Dan.
Meany's deep, shallow as Munster, Hughes shallow as well. Grant goes for it, reaches out, scores and wins the game. Harry Grant wins the game with a try. And the streak goes on. 21 in a row.
I said that.
They can't lose in round number one.
Yeah, fantastic.
Golden point.
It was. So everyone thinks they're going to have a kick because you only have to win by a point, Jim, in Golden
Thank
Point.
you, Bill, yeah.
So you know what Harry did? He got the ball and went bang, 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 try.
In.
Home. Won
That's
by
it.
4.
Right.
Cam Munster hurt his finger. That one, Jim.
Thank you.
And the bone went through it. That one.
Yeah, I got it.
And he might miss 4. He won't miss 4 weeks. Rabbits? What are you talking about, Lewis?
I haven't said anything.
You said he'll miss 4 weeks.
Well,
He's
that's what
tough.
they reckon, yeah.
Oh, sure.
Which finger was it, though?
That one. I'll tell you what was
Rude
really
finger.
good. The Dolphins. Have you ever heard about the Dolphins?
Yes.
Their first game
Wayne
ever.
Bennett.
Exactly. First game ever in the NRL.
Oh, no.
They take
Is
on...
this what he's been putting out?
Yes.
They take on the
This
Roosters.
is good.
They take on the Roosters, Jim, who are going to win the premiership this year.
Yep.
You wouldn't believe it. Wayne Bennett, at the age of 73,
The magician.
got him over the line again, Dan. Thank you.
To the left to O'Sullivan. Deep for Aiken. Left foot step. He can't get inside Walker. There's one play left. There's no plays left. It is one of the greatest moments in the National Rugby League. A monumental upset. The Dolphins of Redcliffe have won their first game.
And Wayne Bennett didn't know the song. Had no idea about the song. No.
Never had it.
A great win.
Great win.
Great win. Well done there. 30,000 people there too. Right, here we go. We're just finishing up with the NBL Finals. Finally happened, Jim. Of course, Sydney Kings taking on New Zealand. Guess what happened? First game in Sydney, New Zealand win game 1 in Sydney.
Yep.
So then they go to New Zealand. Sydney win game 2 in New Zealand. So it's 1-1 at the minute. Game 3, Friday night at Sydney. It's all tied up. And well done to Sydney King Xavier Cooks, who has signed a deal to go over and play at the Washington Wizards.
What about the fact that you broke the story first
Which
in the
one?
world here on this show that
Yeah.
Oscar Piastri was going to be
yes.
driving
Yeah.
for McLaren
Yeah.
in the F1?
He-
You're not
yes.
going to mention the fact that he drove apparently beautifully until his car crapped itself on about the 15th lap and he had to crawl into the pits.
He retired on lap 14.
But prior to that, Bill, he'd passed about 7 cars.
I didn't know he was going that well.
Apparently going really... I didn't see the race, but he is going to be a jet, Oscar
Wow.
Piastri.
You said that. You've
Apparently,
been following him.
I
Yep.
don't know the sport well enough, but the people I know that do say he's got
Righto.
real juice.
Well, because he lives just down here.
Yeah, Brighton boy.
So we're going to follow
We
Oscar
are.
Piastri.
Oscar Piastri.
Oscar. That's
Anyway,
all.
we'll after that sort
We'll
of
move on.
crouching start.
Yes.
We'll move on. Joe Weston going to join us directly.
Well, this is how well the show has been going. It's been very, very good indeed.
I've heard the opposite.
No, it's been going beautifully. No hiccups at all.
Right.
The chemistry between Days and I, fantastic.
No, we're not sure.
No knobs. No flops.
Well, that's
no
'cause
knobs.
Rabs does all of that. You don't have to touch any knob.
No knobs. It's
Yeah.
just been you have a say, I have a say. You don't
Yeah.
try and butt in and run
right,
things and
yeah,
carry on. So it's just been very
Yeah,
enjoyable.
don't reckon. But anyway,
So let's have a look at the since you've been gone, Jim. First, I really do. I think
What's at number 5, Fat?
this how smooth it's been.
we're doing that, are we?
Yes.
I,
We
did-
are.
Look at you two.
I thought we're doing something different. But
No, it's
anyway,
still a 5 at 5:05.
righto. I
Just how
think
smooth it's been.
I really think I've got smarter, Jim. Now, why would you want to be CEO? Because you got enough money. You did a Bondi. You've bought and sold. You've done very well. You got a nice house, beautiful wife, kids, all that. Why would you want to be the CEO of Collingwood?
That's a good question, Billy. I
See that, Jim?
Old cement head.
Yeah. Good
That
question.
is a good question because
Exactly.
none of us can work out why.
Exactly right.
Right.
But there's still a few more to this one.
Are they? I thought that was it.
Well, we spoke to a former Australian cricket captain. They've looked like they've gone in with a plan that first test. It's going to spin, it's going to spin. We all went out to the straight ball. And then the second test looks like, oh, no, let's sweep. We're going in with a sweep, sweep, sweep. And that didn't work either. You just got to play on the day, don't you, Tub, and just see how the wicket is and what it's doing.
It's a bit like that. You've got to back your ability against the bowler at the end of the day.
Yeah, see? He agreed with
His
me.
answer was very good.
He
The
agreed with
question
me.
Was all
It's
over
a
the
20-second
place.
question.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
I thank you. It was a very good question. Also, I think you'll find that
Oh, no. Oh,
Bing
look
Graham.
at
Bing, and did I see the alpaca? Nick Revolt down there on the grass also.
I ran into Nick, yes, down on the field before the game. He looked very pretty. He had these beautiful blonde locks,
Yes.
with not a hair out of place. He had the makeup.
The
It was
teeth.
Just, oh, yes.
I think he's had a
Is that a new
polish.
addition?
You heard that? Nick Revolt over it since he's
The
been
Super
American.
Bowl, yeah, I was
No, he's
watching
had
it.
the teeth done.
I reckon.
He's had the Tony
Whitening.
Jones. He's had a
Has
whitening.
he really?
You got to have a look at it.
Right.
I was on there, and I can even
I was on to.
pronounce a lot of things now. Cats coach Chris Scott has confirmed that Jack Henry is set to miss at least the next couple of weeks with the fifth bone in the foot that goes to the little toe.
Yes.
What do they call them? Is that the one that starts with M?
Yep,
Could you please say it for us?
it's the fifth bone that
No,
goes.
no.
the
Have a go.
metatarsal.
Well done.
And you
I
didn't even
don't
have to
sound
clap
so
it out.
He's clapped it out afterwards.
No, they were all happy with
You
me.
said metatarsal,
yeah.
and then you clapped it out after you said it.
See, I got smarter since you've been gone.
Really?
Uh,
They're the highlights of the
no,
month?
no,
Oh,
no.
there's more.
That's, apparently, there's more.
How about number 4, Bins?
Yes.
Yes, I'm just seeing where we're up to. I've also become, Jim, I've become very good at predicting captains of AFL clubs.
Right.
Geelong still haven't announced a captain.
Who do you
I reckon
think?
Danger.
You reckon they will give it to Danger even if it's for a year?
I reckon it's an easy one for 1 or 2 years, and then they have a look at it in 2 years' time. Very
I
good
think
candidate.
Tommy Stewart.
Mm.
So
Yes, it
you'd
was-
had some inside mail.
No, I did not.
Clearly.
It's a perfect one for 1 or 2 years. So well done there, Bill.
What's at number 3, Coco?
Now, Jim, you should have a listen, and so should Ewan, because I should be in the commentary box. Have a listen to this rundown of the Indians. And India, currently 5 for 46. That is right. Do not adjust your dials. 5 out for 46. Sucked in. That's what I say. Old Puddin' Gut Sharma, you're out. Stumped. Gills tried to smash him. He went out, caught it first slip.
Went out.
Pajara, is he going like a bastard? He's out for 1. Jadeja sucked in. He come in early. He got 1. And whoever the other bloke is, he got bowled and stood there. He reckons, no, I wasn't out. Oh, it's fantastic. I love this.
Phil,
Yes,
are we still going?
we're still going. Jim.
Hang on. What about when you called a replay? JB not too far away. A very special idiot file, and the
JB.
Indians are back batting. None for 8 in
Oh,
their
go
second
ahead.
dig. That's a
No.
replay.
Perhaps. Don't cut in.
What about Rohit Sharma while we're talking about
yeah.
that? What about the review of that LBW?
Oh, mate.
It was hitting middle stump
Mate.
about a foot off the ground, and it was the first wicket. So imagine if you bat in the middle order for India. Thanks for that, Skip. Why don't you just gobble one of them up?
And
Couldn't have been more plum.
Kohli, he goes upstairs every time
Every
he's out.
single time.
Every
They don't care, Bill.
No, they don't care.
they don't
Those
care.
superstars.
Right, so they're the
Oh, no,
highlights.
no, it's still going.
Give us number 2, Smack.
And I'd forgotten this too.
Yeah, you've
Jim.
forgotten.
I'd forgotten how good a player I was.
Oh, no.
To the half-forward line. Groundless. Oh, he nearly took the mark. Umpire called play on, but he's ghosted and gets it again. Billy Brownless. He had a loose man to give it to, but he fires it and slams it through the goal himself.
Brought his own highlight.
He did.
We
Thank
found that.
God that happened when I wasn't here. Because
I
it
took
wouldn't
a
have gone
bounce.
to where
Someone
it was.
mentioned running bounces, and he found the one he did in his
Only
career.
one.
Out at Waverley against St Kilda.
Right. Yeah.
Scooped it up, bounced,
Yeah,
bang.
nice.
Thank your
Yeah, so
mother
there's
for
a-
the.
there's
And
a
we,
highlight.
oh, we're still going.
I'm still going.
What do you got at number 1, Bill? Well, Daisy was very good. I love working alongside Daisy. But our man here, Jim, him.
Rabbits.
Him.
The Bartholomew.
Fair dick. Have a listen to what happened one day live on air, Jim. Been ruled out of both practice games and is set to miss the start of the 2023 season due to an issue with his Achilles.
Oh, this is all happening.
Rats has just fallen off the bench.
I heard about that, Rabs. When I spoke to you from Port Fairy, I said, someone told me you bloody fell off your chair.
Yeah.
What the hell's that about?
Well, I was trying to give, because Bill couldn't get an article up on his phone, so I got it up on mine and I tried to
reaching across like that.
And the wheels, they fell off, to be fair.
They did. And so with Rabs. So how am I supposed to work when it's like I'm working with
What was that?
eagles and they're not flying?
Triple M calling a couple of the warm-up games.
Yes.
Just to blow the cobwebs out, Rabbits. Mm-hmm. Get the thing back on track. Get, as much as anything, get the tech out there so we can make sure that everything's going to work when we hit that round one Richmond-Carlton game at the Triple MCG Thursday week.
Yes.
So I'm hearing about this, and of course you and our boss who runs Triple M Footy does a magnificent job of that, and we're putting talent together and who are we going to put with who to call these games on the special nights and days.
Yep.
And then it came to my attention that we did the Essendon St Kilda game from Moorabbin, RSEA Park, and decided to put Bill in the special comments chair. Now, he had been given the arse from special comments forever.
He had.
Like about 2 years ago, enough was enough.
Yep.
We can't have that quality of broadcasting going out on our station again.
Yep.
So it interested me that Bill somehow ended up back in the box. And I thought, well, this won't go well. And it didn't. It started before the match even began.
Anthony Caminiti, who you touched on, Daisy, as well, in the number 47, will start at full forward for the Saints.
Hello, Ethan. Have we spoken to you?
No, we haven't yet. Hello, Bill.
G'day. How are you, Ethan? You're on
Have
the
you
stats
got
today.
anything?
Yeah, you got
For
something.
Red Zeb?
Hello, Ethan. Have we spoken to you
Well,
today?
Joey had gone through everyone, and poor old East standing down the end and feeling a bit out of it, so you just bring him in.
So you just spoke over the top of the host and said, have we spoken to you today?
I thought it was my duty.
Right. So then Peter Wright, of course, coming off the best season he's had as a player. You thought he'd had an unbelievable week, not season.
There's big 2 metre Peter, who won the best and fairest, also kicked 53 goals for him last week. He goes to Dougal.
That's a good
last year. He goes to Dougal Howard, or Dougal Howard goes to him. Yes.
53 last
year.
week.
That's just a slip of the tongue.
Is it right?
We
And
all
then-
do that.
Then, of course, you and Daisy, and this is what made me get really concerned because you had spent too much time together, started talking about how good this is.
They won an important contest on the wing, got it inside 50, and Jack Higgins.
Oh, this is bread and butter, isn't it, for these boys?
Should be.
How good's bread with butter?
And a lot of it. Oh, that's Daisy's silliness.
Oh, that Daisy.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, okay. And then, well, you think after, 200 games, but then since then, and that finished in the late 90s, so you've had 25 years involvement in the game of footy.
I haven't taken a great note of it.
After playing for 15 years, you'd have some clue as to how many players actually play the game.
John Caldwell had a strong season.
Yeah. Good tuck there. It's not going to go far here. Have a look. The whole 52 player mix on a team, 20. So about 44 players or even 40 players
18 on the
are
ground.
in, inside 50.
Yeah. Maybe 36
Yeah,
as well, Bill. Got there in the end.
It's changed a bit since I played.
No, it hasn't.
We used to play with 20 and 22.
18 on the field when you played,
No.
and there still is now.
Used to have 4 wings.
So, look, this is how bad it was going.
No, it's actually entertaining.
So then you started to have a look at blokes from outside the box and not even playing in the game.
What do you reckon of old mate's kit down here, Bill?
The red hat,
Orange puffer vest, nothing on underneath it.
which is the sleeveless orange puffer vest
That would be the vest part of the vest.
with desert boots. Poor bloke. The game
poor
wasn't.
bloke.
It wasn't a great high standard. There was windy, Jim. It wasn't a great game to
So
watch.
when something's
or
described
commentate.
as a puffer vest, it automatically doesn't have sleeves.
Puffer vests have sleeves.
This is the problem.
No. What do you, do they, though?
No.
They do.
No, they don't.
Of course they
They're
do.
sleeveless. It's the vest. If you're wearing a vest, it doesn't have sleeves.
I can have a puffer with
Yeah,
sleeves.
you can. But a puffer vest doesn't have sleeves.
I'll have a look at that.
There's no vest in history that has sleeves. That's why they call it a
Hence
vest.
The vest bit.
Puffer.
Yeah.
How do you spell that? Puffer vest, yes.
This is live radio.
Oh, no, we're on radio. So the other one that we're not going to from that game, because that was just a train wreck, that was an abomination, was the fact that Bill, I can't believe this, Rabs, I heard the audio and I can't believe that he actually tipped into not knowing what Mike Oxlong's all about.
Oh, no, I knew that. I
Did
knew
you?
that.
You played up to the mic.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, right.
It was just all part of the
Was it?
banter.
Was it?
Saints good, by the way.
Oh, yes,
35 points.
We got to get to Matt
Rowan
Rowler.
Marshall, Mitch Owens, and Mason Wood was good.
We've got Rowler ready for us.
Oh, Growler.
James Brayshaw and Billy Brownless.
See how much better the show is, Bill. It's actually frightening.
Matty Rowell just hung up.
He did. He had to go into a meeting. He hung up on us. Oh, Rowler, I think he didn't like the way you were taking the meeting.
That hasn't happened in 12 years,
I don't
Jim.
think that's happened. But Bill, just the overwhelming vibe of what's going out into the people's homes.
Yes,
Cars.
I can feel it.
Better.
I can feel it through the walls.
Nothing wrong with Daisy. His quality. It's just your standard was at an all-time low.
So I've lifted.
Yeah, you have.
Until now.
Got better. Well, tomorrow, Jack Siebel.
Yes.
So looking forward to him, of course. Just got a touch up from the Dogs on the weekend.
See that.
Middle 2 quarters, apparently not great.
Midfield was outstanding for the Dogs.
And then Dyson Heppel.
Heps!
Did he do a dog sound?
He did.
And Hep, of course. Is he got married or getting married?
He's
Beautiful Kate Turner.
That's it. Well done.
Been
yes.
together for years and years.
Was captain, and he
Yes.
just stood down from the captaincy. So we'll
Good
have
man,
a chat
Dyson
to
Hep. We'll
Hep.
chat to him tomorrow.
Still don't know if there's a game in Darwin.
Rabs,
Oh,
I
Rabs.
gave you one job.
I can't figure it out.
The hell?
Good place to go, though.
Oh, like
Surely
it's
they're playing up there. The Suns.
Hamilton Island or somewhere and you get $5,000. You think that's good, but there'd want to be a game, Bill. You and I have been to Darwin. There's not a lot else.
Footy grounds and a
Croc
couple
Farm.
of pubs. Croc
Yeah,
farms.
that's
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
That's about it.
And Ronnie Burns.
All right, here we go with the joke.
End the day with a laugh.
I have a joke.
This is Billy's joke.
That's Monday, Jim. So you get a Monday joke.
Do you? Is that what
Yeah.
happens?
Yes.
Yep.
There's a nudist convention in Geelong tomorrow. I might go along if I've got nothing on.
So I've been away a month. A whole month.
You've been
I
waiting
haven't
for
been
that.
here for a month.
I might go along if I've got nothing on.
Yeah, and that's the best you're coming up with. Jim hasn't been here for a month.
I don't know
so
if you
I'll put
heard
my
Friday.
best. Are you going for another one?
Well, Mummy, what were you doing
No,
bouncing on Zad's?
that's the Fruity Friday. You can't go back to that to get
Yes,
a laugh.
I can. You
Out of
haven't heard that,
Bartholomew.
Jim.
That's cheating.
Come on, Rabs.